Hey guys, and welcome to Dainty Bite. Today I'm gonna show you everything you need to know to make great buttermilk biscuit every single time. So let's get started. These biscuits are buttery, flaky, and great with your cup of coffee, drizzled with honey, or with jam. The choices are endless. You're gonna start by measuring 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 130 grams each. To measure your flour well, try to fluff the flour first, just like you see here, and then measure and level with a knife. Now I'm gonna add the rest of the dry ingredients: 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and a touch of salt. And I'm gonna mix very well. Now I'm gonna grate 1 stick of butter into the mixture, and it has to be very cold, so I place it in the freezer 15 minutes prior to make sure it's very cold. And I find grating the butter is the easiest way to incorporate it into the flour mixture. I mix in the butter with the tip of my fingers very lightly. I stop there, and then I'm gonna add 1/2 cup of very cold buttermilk. And sometimes you're gonna have to add a little bit less or a little bit more, but let's start with 1/2 cup. And just as soon as the dough comes together, I'm gonna dump it on a clean surface. And remember, I'm working here very fast. This is the secret to having a great biscuit. And I'm not gonna overwork the dough as soon as it comes together. I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna add flour if it's a little sticky. And I make sure to brush off the excess flour. And I'm gonna roll it and fold it 3-4 times. And I'm brushing off the excess flour. This kind of folding will give me some nice flaky layers. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's a rustic buttermilk biscuit after all. And traditionally, biscuits are round, but you can make them round, you can make them square. I actually prefer the square. But I'm gonna show you how to cut perfectly round biscuits. And this is about 1/2 inch. You can make them a little thicker. It's totally up to you. They'll be a little taller after they bake. I'm gonna top them with a touch of butter, and I'm gonna bake at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 204 Celsius, for 10 minutes, or until it looks something like this, or this, or this, or this. Serve with apricot jam, or maybe some blueberry, strawberry, or honey. Don't forget the butter and the coffee. I hope you give this recipe a try. It's amazing in the morning or in the afternoon with a cup of tea. And until next time, bon appétit!